The Possession of Annaliese, based on true events that shook Germany in 1976. Klingenberg, Germany 1968. A quiet Catholic girl, Annaliese Michel, begins hearing faint whispers in her dorm room at night. At first she blames stress, but the voices grow louder, mocking her prayers and twisting the names of saints. Her classmates notice her sudden blackouts, and her body convulses violently during Mass. "When I pray, something prays back," she whispers, trembling. Doctors diagnose her with epilepsy, but the medicines only make her weaker. The shadows in her room seem to move when she closes her eyes. Her parents, devout Catholics, believe it's something darker, a demonic presence. They beg the local priest for an exorcism. The church refuses, saying there's no proof of possession. So, the family turns to secret rituals, praying over her body as she screams in foreign voices she never learned. One night, her mother finds her kneeling before a crucifix, barking like a dog, growling, "No one can save her now." The priest finally agrees to observe her, and what he sees changes everything. 2 priests are authorized to perform the ritual Romanum, the Catholic rite of exorcism. Over 67 sessions are held, all recorded. Annaliese's voice shifts between 6 different demons claiming to be Lucifer, Judas, Cain, Nero, Hitler, and a disgraced priest. She refuses to eat. Her body twists unnaturally. She speaks in ancient Latin and Aramaic languages she never studied. "I am nothing. I am the storm inside her," the recording echoes. Her health declines rapidly. The priests continue, convinced the demons are fighting back. Doctors warn that she's dying of starvation and exhaustion, but her parents believe it's the final test of faith. She scratches her skin raw, drinks her own urine, and prays for deliverance. The priests record her final exorcisms, her screams echoing through the house, "Begone, spirits." On July 1, 1976, Annaliese Michel died at age 23. Medical examiners determined her condition was consistent with severe malnutrition and dehydration. Her death set off an official investigation. Her parents and the 2 priests who had taken part in the exorcisms were charged with negligent homicide for failing to provide adequate medical care. During the trial, recordings and witness testimony about the exorcism sessions were entered as evidence. The courtroom became a battleground between medical experts who argued she suffered from treatable medical and psychiatric conditions, and church witnesses who maintained the priests had acted out of religious conviction. The defendants were found guilty of negligence. The sentencing reflected the court's view that the situation involved both moral and legal responsibility, rather than a criminal conspiracy. The verdict reopened difficult questions about where religious practice ends and legal duty begins. The case left a complicated legacy. It intensified public debate about how mental illness is diagnosed and treated when religious belief is also involved, and about legal responsibility for people acting on faith. Newspapers, scholars, and the church all discussed whether better medical intervention could have prevented the tragedy. Rather than ghost stories or supernatural claims, the true horror here is human. A young woman in distress. Families and authorities who disagreed about the right course of action, and a legal system forced to sort fact from faith. The story closes on that unresolved question, not with whispers or hauntings, but with the uncomfortable silence after a preventable loss.